Hello dear students, I am Sonu Jangda, faculty in physics, Ujjwal Coaching Campus. Welcomes you again in our YouTube channel, Ujjwal Coaching Campus. So, in the previous lecture, we discussed about the logarithm. But now, in today's lecture, we are going to discuss about how to find out the log values. Okay? Simply, in general, we use two type of logs in our syllabus. That is, one is a natural log and another one is common log. So, what is natural log? Natural log is a log which has a base of e. Okay, what do you mean by e? E is called the function exponential function. So what is the value of e? Because e is considered as the base value and e is a constant value that is equal to 2.17. Okay. 2.17 is the value of e. It is taken as the base value, and another one is the common log which has the base value is 10. Okay, we just in our syllabus we just used only the log values which contain base as 10. Okay, so we also study in this lecture that how to convert the log values of base e to the log values of base 10. Okay, so one by one we discuss about firstly that is natural log and after that common log. So okay, so some of the important results are written, important formula which are used. First one is how to convert the log values from common log to natural log or natural log to common log. Okay, so consider here log of any value x is equal to, in this value the base is e. If we change this value as a base 10, then we multiply this number 2.303 log of 10 into x. Okay, this is the value convert in the log of the 10 base. Okay, so 2.303 is a constant which is convert the value of log of base e to the log of base 10. Okay, so this is a very important formula. Another second formula is that log of base 10 m into n. There are two values, multiplication of two numbers m and n, then the log values are written also as log of 10m plus log of 10n. The multiplication symbol or sign is changed into the plus symbol. Okay, and third formula is log 10 m by n, that is equal to log of 10 m minus log of base 10 into n. Okay, the divide symbol or divide sign is changed into the subtraction. Okay, so these are the two very most important formula which is used in the log to find out the log values. Okay, and number 4, that is log of 10 m raised to power n. If there is some values in the exponential power or some power, okay, then it is written as n log of 10 into m. The power is taken in the front, in the first, and after that log 10 m. Okay, this is also very important formula. So these are the 4 important formula which are used in the to find out the log values. Okay, so I hope you got these 4 formulas, very important formula, important result to find the various value of the log. And now we are going to discuss how to find out the log values. So for find out the log values, we have a table. This is a table. It is called a log table. This log table is found in every book in the physics or mathematics, or generally you can purchase from the book depot. Okay, that is log table is simply a system of number or a system of various in the matrix system. Okay, like that some of the vertical lines are there and some of the horizontal lines are there. Okay, so I can discuss about the log table here. So here in the log table the number are starting from just 10. Okay, 10, 11, 12, 13, and these numbers are up to 99. Okay, we have to take only we are taken only 2 numbers. So 9 is a single number and 100 is the 3-digit number. So we can start from 10 and up to 99. So this vertical line is start from 10 and go go through the 99. Okay, and after that in the horizontal line, in above line, start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and up to 9. Okay, so they are the number from 0 to 9, and after that with another system it is called mean difference. Okay, in the log table there is a mean difference table also. In this there is also one number start from 1 to 9. Okay, so there are various numbers are various data are feed in this table. Okay, so how to use this table we are going to discuss one by one. Okay, so first we have two rules to find out the log values. Okay, in the next lecture we are going to discuss about the anti-log. Okay, and so there is separate table, it is called anti-log table for the find out the anti-log values. Okay, but now we are going to discuss only about log tables. Okay, so to find out the log for any values we have two simple rules are there. So what are these rules? Okay, so let me discuss one by one. So first, before starting these rules, I have to discuss about any number. Okay, I will take an example that is 2.303. Okay, this is any number 2.303. It is not a this is only simple a number. This number is greater than 1. Okay, and I will take another example 0.1234. This is also a number. We are going to find out any values. We have taken any values to find out the log values. So this is a number which is less than 1, and this is the value which is number greater than 1. Okay, and so in this in both the cases we just try to know two different rules for the two values. If the value is greater than 1, there is another rule, and for the value is less than 1, there is a different rule. Okay, so firstly, in the log values I can divide, or we can divide this in the two parts. Okay, so one part is before decimal. Okay, one part is before decimal. I can say it simply, what can I say, with the point, the number which before the point or before the decimal point, it is called characteristics. Okay, characteristics. Okay, characteristics. Okay, and the digit after the decimal point in the number are called as mantissa. Okay, mantissa. Okay, these are justified by the peoples before. The number, the digit or the number which is before decimal point is considered as characteristics, and the number which is after decimal point is taken as mantissa. Okay, so there are two cases arises. One is that the characteristics part is always greater than 0, less than 0, or it is maybe positive, negative, or 0. So characteristics value is maybe positive, maybe negative, or 0. I can write here characteristics is maybe positive, maybe negative, and maybe 0. In this number characteristics part is 0. Okay, in this number characteristics part is positive. Okay, greater than 0, greater than 1. Okay, and now what about mantissa part? Mantissa part is the values which are written after the decimal point. Okay, so characteristics part is positive, negative, or 0, but the mantissa part is always positive. Mantissa part is always positive, not negative. Okay, so now we are discussed about the first rule. Okay, if we are going to say about that characteristics is n. Okay, n is the any number. Okay, if n is greater than 1. Okay, if n is greater than 1, it means that if n is greater than 1, it means that characteristics is positive. Okay, in this number characteristics is greater than 1, not greater than 1, it is greater than less than 1. Okay, if characteristics is greater than if n is greater than 1, if this value is greater than 1, then characteristics is positive. Characteristics is positive. This characteristics is not about this number. This characteristics of the number after find the log values, it is taken as positive. Okay, and in second rule I can say that if number is less than 1 or number is start from 0, then characteristics is negative. Okay, these are the result of the log. Note these values, characteristics is positive, characteristics is positive, characteristics is again positive. But after finding the log of these values, characteristics written is positive or negative in the two values. Okay, so first rule is if n is greater than 1. If n is greater than 1, the characteristics is taken as a positive. Okay, so now what is the rule? Rule is that count the number of digit. Listen carefully. Count the number of digit before decimal. Okay, count the number of digit before decimal. Don't count the number before decimal. Count the number of digit from the before the decimal. Okay, so I can take a simple example. That is number is that 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1.234. In this number the number is greater than 1, so n is greater than 1, so characteristics is positive. Okay. First I will discuss about the characteristics part, and after that we are going to discuss about the mantissa part. Okay, so for the characteristics part, if the number is greater than 1, characteristics of the log values is taken as positive. Okay, so in this number 1.234, this is a number which is greater than 1, so characteristics is positive. So how to find out the log of 10 of 1.234? If I write here log e, then I will multiply 2.303, discuss already. Okay, so now log 10 1.234 is equal to, so how many number of digits before decimal? So there are one number before the decimal. Okay, I can take another example, it is 3. So how many digits from before decimal? So the same, there is one digit from the before the decimal point. We cannot take the number 3 is taken here, only taken the number of digit. In this equation 13.234, how many digits before decimal? There are 2 digits before decimal. Okay, so we will take it 2. Okay, now in this question 1.234 or 11.234, there are 2 digits from the decimal before the decimal. So I can write here n is the number of digits before decimal. Okay, so count these numbers. So these numbers are 2. After that, what we will do? Count the number of digits before decimal and subtract 1 from this number. What is the rule? Count the number of digits before the decimal point, subtract 1 from this number. Okay, subtract 1 from this number, and this is your characteristics. Very simple rule. In any number which is greater than 1, so count the number of digits before decimal and subtract 1 from this number. This is your characteristic. So in this number there are 2 digits before decimal, subtract 1 minus 1 from 2, so 2 minus 1 is 1, so 1 is your characteristic. So the log values of this number is log of 10, 11.234 or 12.234, 12.234. So what is the value? 12, there are 2 digits, 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1, so 1 point. This is your characteristics part. Mantissa part, some different rules are there, so I can write here 1 point. Okay, this is your characteristics part in the log values. Okay, now what about the second? If n is less than 1, if n is less than 1, then characteristics is negative. If n is less than 1, characteristics is negative. So what about the value which is less than 1, start from 0? Then what is the rule? Rule is that count the number of zeros. Count the number of zeros, not count the number of digits. Count the number of zeros after decimal point. After decimal point. What is the rule? If the number is less than 1, characteristics is negative, and count the number of zeros after decimal point. So in this number, how many zeros are after decimal? There is no zero after decimal, so there are 0 zeros after the decimal. Okay, that is number of zeros after decimal points, that is n. Consider n is the number of zeros. So add 1 to this number. In the first rule, subtract 1 from this number. What is this number? Number is, count the number of digits before the decimal. In this case, count the number of zeros after decimal and add 1 to this number. Add 1 to this number and count the number of zeros after decimal point, add 1 to this number. So I can take an example, log of 10 0.00234, 0.001234. So how many zeros are after decimal? There are 2 zeros after decimal, so add 1 to this number. Okay, add 1 to this number. This is your characteristics. Okay, this is your characteristics. So what is the characteristics of this number? It is a 3 bar. Okay, What do you mean by bar? Bar is for the negative, okay? Characteristics is negative if n is less than 1. In some books it is taken it right here like that -3, okay? So count the number of zeros before after decimal. So there are 4 zeros after decimal. There are there are 2 zeros after decimal. So 2 minus 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3. There are 3 number is there, so -3 is written here. So these are the rules for the characteristics part, okay? There is simple rule for the mantissa part. There is no problem in this rule. You have to understand properly these two rules. If the number is greater than 1, characteristics is taken as positive. So count the number of digits before decimal and subtract 1 from this number. This is your characteristics. And if n is less than 1, characteristics is negative. Count the number of zeros after decimal and add 1 to this number, and this is your characteristics, and write negative sign with it, okay, because this number is less than 1, okay. So now we are going for to find out the value of mantissa part, okay. For the mantissa part we are required the log table, okay. So in log table, for the values greater than 1 or less than 1, no matter, consider an example. We are taking a same example, log of 10 12.234, okay. So find out the log values. So in this case, to find out the mantissa part of the log values, characteristics part is already discussed here. 1 point, what is written here, it is given by the mantissa part, okay. So now take first 2 digit. If the number is greater than 1, take first 2 digit, and after that 1 digit, and after that 1 digit. Distribute the number in 2 1 1, 2 ratio 1 ratio 1, okay. First 2 digits are taken here, after that 1 digit, and after that another 1 digit, okay. There is no matter what the value in the 5th position, okay. So now see the number 12. These are the 2 numbers are written here. See the 12 vertical line. See the 12 number in the vertical line. So where is the 12 in the vertical line? This is the 12 in the vertical line. If I will write here 78.924, so I will see I can see 78 in the vertical line. So 78 is not here. It is start from 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. In your log table it is going up to 99, okay. So you can see at 78, okay. So now just we are going for 12, okay. So this is 12, and look at the third number. Third number is 2, okay. This is first number, this is second number. So combine first two numbers, look at the vertical line, and after that we are looks on the third number. Third number is 2. So this 2 is looks in the horizontal line, okay. So this is the 2, and combine 2 lines here. That is, one is column and another is the row, okay. So 12 is horizontally, up to 2 it is 0, 8, 4, 0, 8, 6 and 4, okay. So this is our value, 0, 8, 6 and 4. Go through the vertical line up to 12, and now go for the horizontal line up to 2, and this is number is 0864. And after that, what about the fourth number? The fourth number is 3. Now for this number, see in the mean difference in the same horizontal line. So okay, you will go through the same horizontal line up to 3. So what about 3? 3 is 11.